So, fam. We're waiting for a press conference from our governor who has the best hair in the world, right? Okay. He's supposed to make some announcements on the lockdowns now that Joe Biden is president, so we can ease it up. We used it to politicize the situation. We put the ticker on the board so you would see how many died, how many at all times. Now we got Joe going, there's no way we're going to curtail the effects of the coronavirus. Yeah. But it's also meaning that they won't want to give us any more money. So it's about time to let the plebs open up and get back to work before we kill each other. Gavin Newsom is expected to announce Monday that the stay-at-home order will be lifted in all regions of the state. Isn't that nice? According to a letter from the California Restaurant Association to its members.
After he screwed the middle class, the small business class, the working class who works for the small business class, now you want to reopen when the numbers are supposedly higher than they were before when you closed.
Yes.
And so people are afraid of reopening, but they're like, yeah, we got to work. And they're like, we want to open. But, okay, so now what? People die because you didn't provide the money to small businesses? You didn't fucking provide any sort of he could provide a stimulus for people in California because we pay so much taxes. LA County, like, they could do all these things that they could fucking do. And instead, they're screwing people out of work. Small businesses are going under. LA is screwed. It looks like a third world country, by the way. And he's at the helm. And there's like the way they handled it, all for political capital, because it was to see, I'm the most wokest in the room, so I gotta shut everything down, but I'm not gonna give them anything.
Yeah. And somebody said, isn't it interesting did Biden bring the numbers down? No, the numbers are still going up. And I put this next tweet up by Jim Jordan because I also want to highlight, fam, because we talked about the articles of impeachment coming for the right. They're still playing this little game in Congress. Isn't it interesting how liberal governors are reopening restaurants and bars just days after President Biden's inauguration? So they're already, that's the next one, Johnny, with Jim Jordan, and he has, what's her name, Gretchen Whitmer, who we're going to talk a little bit about tomorrow, who was supposedly going to get kidnapped by the Boogaloo Boys. But once again, they're playing this game. They are noting the fact that, wow, oh, shit, Niko said, wait until Biden gets in office, then all of a sudden, the coronavirus is going to go away. It was the biggest tool used against him, but it will eventually go away, and they'll start reopening stuff because they don't want to give us the money, fam. Isn't everything great? Isn't everything awesome?
Everything
now
is
that
awesome.
Joe is awesome, that Joe's in place. Even Jimmy Kimmel says, well, wait, before we say anything, do you guys want to make any comments on that? The restaurants, everything opening? Tomorrow we'll be able to go get our nails done, fam.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's... I'm not against things opening because I know people need to work, but you're also now, it's obvious, so it's so fucking political.
Did they politicize it? Did they Johnny, did they politicize the whole situation, yay or nay, for their own benefit? Did they induce and keep these lockdowns longer than they had to be for political gain? Yes or no?
It's looking like it, yeah. And then the fact that, Newsom wasn't given the additional $300 when Trump ordered it to happen, right?
Well, it was $300 from the federal government. They were supposed to put the $100 up to match it. They didn't even do that. They didn't put up the $100. They were like the other country, and you could apply supposedly to the government and say, hey, listen, we need the extra money. But no, Nancy Pelosi and all these people, they ran out of the money. What did they do with the money? He gave it to his contracting friends.
That's what he did. We went over.
Jimmy Kimmel says, doesn't it feel good to only have to worry about a deadly pandemic now? This is the elitist, little shittiest, little what a little son of a bitch. We're not worried about anything else. Even Ryan Knight told him. Even Ryan Knight told him off.
Yeah.
So it's
Jesus like Christ, what about economic inequality? 100%. Like, what about that? They don't care.
Oh, terrible. All right, next we shared a tweet from Nicole Alexander Fisher. She's a friend of the show. She's been doing great work. She worked in Jen Perlman's candidacy. She also was reporting great about what was going on during the stimulus proceedings, whatnot. She was reporting up to date. I love Nicole. We got to have her on the show soon, too, as well. She put out reminder that Lloyd Austin sits on the board of Raytheon and made money from defense contractors that make more weapons of war. Now the Senate is giving him special privileges to get a waiver to serve as Secretary of Defense. And that was it. They got the special waiver right over there. And after they got the special waiver, when it went 69 to 27.
69 to 27.
Yeah. For a special waiver to say a guy who is still on the website, right? Like, look at this. He's still on the website of Raytheon as a defense contractor, is now our Secretary of Defense. Dude was selling bombs, and now he's going to be determining what,
we live
where
in a fucking cartoon.
Right, where we can drop them. And what does the friggin' goddamn liberal media do, fam? And I just put this up. Of course they did. It was only once again Josh Hawley.
27.
Josh Hawley and I can't remember. It was Lee. Josh Hawley and Lee. But I put in the first black Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, in the search bar. And let's just go down. NBC, Lloyd Austin sworn in as the first black Secretary of Defense by Vice President Harris today. Not the fact that he was a contractor. This is now this. Kamala Harris, the nation's first black and woman of South Asian American Vice President. Okay, the next one, NBC News. Senate confirmed retired Lloyd Austin as the Secretary of Defense, becoming the first black person to have this position. All right, well, I can read off yours, because keep going up. The other way I meant, but you can, it. They have pretty much every single major outlet. There's Bloomberg, there's Law 360, there's Forces News. Every single one mentions the fact, and I'm saying, there's Judy, there's another SAIS. All the ones, they just mention the fact, his identity, fam, rather than talk about the fact that he was just a contractor for Raytheon.
Right.
PBS.
Like I said.
Diverse.
The bombs and the droning is going to, the air will be much more clear. It'll be more intersectional as they're dropping, right? These people, everybody's just going to be happy. Our tax dollars, all this bullshit that we can't have here at home, supposedly, right? Because they don't understand MMT. Supposedly we can't have it because of all the money that we spend in our military budget, killing other people. But, oh my God, a boogaloo boy, Jimmy Dore. Oh, clutch my pearls. Clutching my pearls.
Yeah, you can see every single one about it. They just mentioned that the fact, it's...
And just going on this too, Pasta, Cori Bush, instead of talking about the real issues that are necessary, right, for America, the economic hardships that people are facing, those health issues, her priorities are the Senate to-do list, abolish the filibuster and pass COVID-19 relief for our communities, convict Trump, legislate like Democrats control the White House, Senate, and the House of Representatives, because we do. Okay, so you want to be happy about the Democrats controlling everything?
Why did we put her there?
Abolish the filibuster and pass COVID relief, but not stimulus, not health care for all, right?
Right.
And convict Trump. Why the fuck do I care if you convict Trump or not? How does that help us? Our priority should be health care, $2,000 stimulus a month with rent forgiveness, and for small businesses too, and staying the hell out of affairs and rush to the Middle East and Asia and the global south, because that's what I'm already saying. That's what they want. That should be our fucking priority. If I were in Congress, that would be my fucking priority.
That's a great priority list.
If I was standing by myself, I wouldn't care. Why do they have to participate to be part of this club? Then what's the point of electing them if they're going to do this? And then you get mad when people point it out and they get angry. It's like, because I expect better from her.
Yeah.
I don't expect the same bullshit from her as I expect from a liberal. I don't expect the same bullshit from her as I expect from a Republican. She's supposed to be different, and she's not. And so what does this mean? That every single time we get duped into supporting progressives who turn around and act as an extension of the neoliberal establishment, which again keeps us completely from having any weapons to actually fight the oligarchy. Do you not see the cycle over and over again? So don't ask me, or don't be pissed off as to why I'm so mad at her and not at Jimmy Dore, because she is the one that is legislating. She's the one in Congress.
Yeah, yep. And she doesn't have the only thing I would add to your list there, fam, that's great, because she only put three.
Yeah.
Break up big tech and restore the protections on our civil liberties.
Absolutely.
And eliminate the Patriot Act and stop allowing.
Pretty much legislation against what Adam Schiff is pushing.
The only
right?
the only person to speak about that really in the way that we want, in the language we like, was Tulsi. But I mean,
she's not even in Congress.
I know, but Rashida Tlaib even said a little bit of
Yeah.
something, which is kind of cool. But we need more of that language and stuff, saying this is an infringement on our civil liberties. Say it, civil liberties. You have to talk about these things because it's very important. Because if they suppress our speech, they put forth their speech, we're doomed.
Yeah.
The elite will then have us by the you know what, and we'll never get out of these situations.
And what's still happening is that the police brutality that's been ongoing, and I forgot to pull up some videos, but I'm sure you guys have seen them, right? What happened in Tacoma. So a majority of the police brutality / police attempting murder videos are from Washington State. Tacoma police tried to kill someone tonight, and they did. They ran people over. I haven't seen the update. No.
Yeah, so let's not make that claim.
No, I'm reading the tweet.
No, but we don't know if anyone got killed.
Yeah, we don't know. Tacoma police tried to kill someone tonight. This is what they're saying. This shit wasn't a Trump problem. These are blue cities. This is an America problem, and it's not going away anytime soon. The point I wanted to get out of that is that this isn't like people thought that with Joe Biden, everything was going to be perfect, that white supremacists or people who are pro-police or the police would just stop infringing on people and trying to run them over, right? Like that's not what's happening. Like this is still continuing. But the worst part is nobody's covering it because now they don't have Boogeyman Trump over there.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what we have to continue to remind people of. And there's, I don't know. I think that's there were several videos you can find them.
I didn't even look at this yet. Right now, I was reading some other stuff.
Get
those people. Oh my God.
Yeah, warning.
Oh shit.
See, he speeds up.
Is that a cop car?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You see that?
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
He's gonna say he feared for his life, and they're gonna let him off. That's exactly what they're gonna do. And he just ran over people like it was nothing and kept going.
Oh shit. Oh my God.
And there's several videos, several people caught this.
Oh Jesus.
It's disgusting, right? That like, is there going to be any justice from that? I don't know. And this is just showing people like, this is the kind of shit, we kind of sort of covered similar things. Not this bad. I haven't seen anything this bad.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, we were at a place where we saw a situation where they sent, he took off. They threw a skateboard through the back. Once again, when it was nobody from the Black Lives Matter organization, it was some just dude who just joined the thing. And but I mean, that is scary right over there. Why couldn't did they get any statements? I mean, I have to look into this.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they call other cops around to help him get out, whatnot? Because he's going to say he feared for his life, and that's why he did that. And he's going to get away with that.
Yeah.
He's going to get away with that. And
right. A mob of people surrounding my
How
car.
did he end up there anyways? Was he just parked there and then all of a sudden they surrounded him? Or
all I saw from Tacoma was because my
Wow.
sister, who's on TikTok, she messaged me about it. She's like, do you know what's going on in Tacoma? I'm like, what is going on in Tacoma? And I know that there were protests and it's against police, and that's what happened. Yeah.
That's crazy. By the way, Charlie Marks says, great work. Thank you. Thank you for the Super Chat contribution. Charlie Marks, it is always appreciated on the couch. North American Ape, he was on Niko's video today. Now he's on ours. Thank you for the Super Chat contribution. It is always appreciated on the couch. Haven't we been calling out the double standard for the longest? Question mark.
It feels that way.
When the GOP said reopen? Question mark. Screeching? Question mark. When the Dems said it? Question mark. Yas Queen.
So Johnny just posted, or just pulled this up. It said, hitting several people and injuring at least 2. So it doesn't say anything about people getting killed. The incident involving the police officer was captured on cell phone video and posted on social media. That's what we all saw. The law enforcement official said the officer, who was not named, is on paid administrative leave during an investigation. Police said he was a 58-year-old male and had been with the force for nearly 30 years. Tacoma police have turned over the investigation to the Pierce County Force Investigation Team for an independent review. Videos on social media show the police vehicle surrounded by a crowd. The vehicle slowly backs up a few feet and lurches forward, bowling over several people. At least one person is being run over by the right passenger side wheel of the police vehicle. Yeah, we saw that. Some in the crowd scream in horror. Those who took to the streets in the city's downtown area on Sunday evening were carrying signs that read "Defund TPD, Tacoma Police Department." According to a report by the Seattle Times, the paper noted others were seen causing property damage, such as spray painting graffiti on office buildings and breaking windows of bail bonds office and a municipal building. As the night progressed, demonstrators made their way to Pierce County Jail, shouting at people inside. The newspaper reported before police bicycles eventually created a line blocking crowd.
So with that last tweet that the person said that police try to kill somebody, I mean, you can't like hold that against them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
I mean, they're gonna say they feared for their life. Yeah, it's just like that was graphic, man. I did not expect to see that. I did not expect to see that, and that's awful. That they, you know, what I'm saying, I'm so sorry, but you just, you know, even when they got to a certain part, and
right, they were burning a flag, which is. It's appeared to be a burning of the flag in the middle of the street. So we saw people and we saw the mixed reactions, you know, when people were burning the flag, when they were burning the tree, when they were burning whatever it is they were burning. Not everybody is. People are freaking angry, you guys. Like people might be saying, well, why the hell are they out there? What are they protesting? What do you mean? Like, it doesn't matter if if they're going to be out there against police brutality, if that's their goal, if they're going to be out there for whatever reason against masking. People are fucking angry. Yeah. We never ask these questions. We just look at what they're doing. They're doing this. But why are people doing this? Do you think it's just a fucking coincidence that this is happening right now?
You know, my old acting coach used to say people don't get angry. They walk around angry. It's just the spark that sets them off from their angerness. And people are poor. People are desperate. They don't know where they're going to live. That's just a spark plug for everything else that could happen that could set them off. You know, that's why I think the George Floyd protest, that disgusting racism we saw where he's putting his knee on his neck and people were already just so pissed off. They didn't know what the future was going to be like. Like, when they open up, am I going to have a job? Am I going to be able to put food on the table? This is disgusting. And the elites, like, they're making trillions of dollars off this, and it was just, it caught fire. And
then people started protesting for other things. But we need more people to actually organize and stop dividing each other up and calling everybody a communist or calling everybody a Nazi. Not that being a communist is bad, but like just assuming things. When you assume things about people, that's, that it's so divisive and dangerous.
Johnny got a press release.
Yeah, there was a press release. So this is what the Tacoma Police Department put out. And basically they're saying that the officer, fearing for his safety, tried to back up but was unable to do so because of the crowd. The officer had his lights and sirens activated. While trying to extricate himself from an unsafe position, the officer drove forward, striking one individual and may have impacted others. May have?
May have.
Yeah.
The officer stopped at a point of safety and called for medical aid. One person was transported to an area hospital. That person's condition is at this time unknown.
Sure it is.
So, there's an investigation team. Yeah.
They'll be investigated by themselves.
Like, that's a problem. No matter how you feel. Like, that's a fucking problem. You can't ask bank robbers to investigate themselves. This is like, it doesn't make any sense, you guys. This is what people
in
are
any
angry.
situation.